Day today. That was relaxing and nice. It's what I needed. Um, and I know why too. I know why I slept. It's because when freaking Oracle tried to help me with that crypto today, my brain just fizzled out, and it exhausted me. Because in my brain, I was like, this should all work, and when it didn't, it was just like everything was short circuiting. I was like, this is the weirdest thing, and I just couldn't deal with reality at that point, so I just kind of shut down. And it was a 3-hour show. I will give it that. It was a 3-hour show. Now, let's see if these notifications went out. I hope they did. Yeah. That makes me so happy. Oh boy, I'm easy to please. Notifications went out. We're good. Okay, where is my chat? Why don't I see the chat up here? Maybe because there is not a chat up here? Okay, this is weird. No chat, man. Moo.
No.
It didn't come through. Oh, I got the sound turned off. Right, I'll turn the sound back on. Reply commands. There we go. Notifications on. Great. Okay, the sound is on for the chat. We should be good there. I've got Kathapi. I've got this. I've got that. I think I'll put a little bit. I'm gonna put
Debbie Demers Karagianakis Carol. My mom passed.
I'm sorry.
Valentine's
Debbie.
Day.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm so sorry, man. My condolences.
Sorry to hear that. Ugh.
It's really sucks.
Oh man. Do a memorial bong rip to start off for your mom, Debbie.
Debbie Demers Karagianakis Carol.
You're welcome.
Tie so very much.
I can't even imagine. You know, the woman comes in this morning from my dad's. You know, my dad's nurse.
Debbie
She's
Demers
like,
Karagianakis Carol. Tie.
He's not drinking water, and everyone's like, oh, everyone starts like, oh, this is it, this is the end. You know, we just went through this 2 weeks ago, and then Lusta gets here and he drinks like a gallon of water. You know.
Damn.
Oh God, because he drink for one woman, but he won't drink for the other, and we don't know why. It's just really weird. So, let's see here. We are ready to go. We're ready to start the show here. This is the wrong page. There we go. There's the chat. All right, Cyber cheers. Debbie, this is for your mom. Memorial bong rip, like we do on the show for people.
Debbie Demers
cheers to your mother.
Karagianakis Carol. Yes, they have favorites.
Cheers, bro. Cheers, everybody.
Edwin
and
Sparks,
my condolences.
420. Cheers. Debbie Demers Karagianakis Carol. Cheers.
So you guys might notice the title of the show shows that a lot of people are upset over the fact that Pete Buttigieg was somehow appointed to be the transportation secretary of this country and has done nothing to improve the infrastructure here, passing regulations, you know, going out publicly and speaking and getting more support. None of these things. He's raising his baby and ignoring America. But I just want everybody to know, if you're a gay man, well then, you know, good for you. You obviously qualify as transportation expert. And you are qualified to become the transportation secretary in this country because Pete Buttigieg had absolutely no previous qualifications to make him transportation anything. You know? He wasn't even really noted to be a transportation person in the military. Right? So, the left has played this card so bad that they sacrifice our health in this country just so they can say our transportation secretary is a gay man. Well, he doesn't know how to do his job, but he's a gay man, and that's more important to us than putting someone in there who knew how to actually do the job. The reason why you're not hearing about these 1,000 train derailments, that's right, Cyber Reload, 1,000 trail derailments in the United States every year. It's embarrassing.
Man.
Yes, it's embarrassing.
I'm not impressed with it. I'm not surprised with that footage we saw of how
the train looked.
Yeah,
right,
and the tracks look.
And this is all over the country because one of the things the transportation secretary is supposed to do is to point these things out, highlight them, and then make sure that we appropriate the right funds to fix this infrastructure. But he's too busy out there patting himself on the back for being a gay man with leadership that does a very good Barack Obama impersonation, which is all he is good for.
Damn.
So, for all the people in Ohio that are suffering this chemical spill,
facts.
I feel sorry for you guys.
I'm so tired of
you have
people
my deepest
being hired
sympathies
for identity politics.
If I had a train track running behind my house and the same thing happened here, I hope you would feel the same about me. This is horrible what's happened to people, and that you have to deal with this, and I want you all to realize why this is happening. This is happening. We're getting 1,000 derailments every year because instead of taking all the money we've got here and spending it on infrastructure like we should be, we're taking all the money we have and we're sending it to a war that we can't win against Russia because that's more important. And it's more important to you, and it's more important for the United States government. Well, they speak for you, don't they? And I don't hear any voices of dissent at all. At least not. One person said something. Carl Wilson did. Willison.
Benji Moreland.
He said one thing. That was good.
Trying to fly out 18,700 or 25,000 plants. I think since we are going to be short-handed this summer, going with less is more in quality. It's not always about quantity. Southeastern Oklahoma gardener.
It's all about quality over quantity, for me at least. Rather have quality.
Yeah, but Cyber,
quantity.
Don't let this guy troll us into not talking about what we're talking about.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
You come in here, dude. You come in here. You see I'm doing a podcast, and you're not even listening to what I'm talking about. Did you read the title? Now, yeah, I'm a grow expert, and I could probably answer all your grow questions. But hey, man, you want to start with maybe hello, and then say, "Oh, are you talking about the transportation issues here in the United States of America?" Oh, okay, let's talk about that. No, you're just going to lay this paragraph down on me.
It got copyright strike that vid lulz. And focused on man in the basement.
What are you even talking about?
Dude, Paul does this all day, and I just, this is why I turned the chat off earlier. Because I was trying to do something, and Paul H is just blabbing the whole time, making no sense. Nothing he said made any sense at all. And I'm like, at least he's coming to my show. I'll deal with him. I'll just turn off my chat so I don't have to listen to his babbling, and I'll just read what freaking Oracle is saying to me, which is what I ended up doing. Anyway, so back to what we're trying to discuss here, and I think it's much more important than your little fucking grow question that you've got, dude. If y'all are cool with
Paul H. Header caption to stream.
What? I still don't.
I'm confused.
I still don't know what he's talking about. Dude, yo, Paul H., can you just type out a full sentence for me, bro? From start to finish? For one time. I'm just asking you to just type out the whole sentence. Just fucking type what you're trying to say, bro. Can you do that for me? Can you do that for me? Just let me know if you can let me know what it is you're trying to say to me right now by just typing the whole thing out.
Paul H. Listening to stream after saying hiya. Billy Ballantyne. Evening. Is Paul H. Joe H?
No, because even though Joe H, fuck you, Joe. Even though Joe H is a Nazi,
Billy Ballantyne.
right?
Robot.
And a piece of human garbage, at least Joe H knows how to communicate with other people. I'll give him that. Like I said, we can disagree with people, we can be disgusted by them or whatever. But if they do something right, you gotta give them credit and just be real with reality. Keep it real. Joe H does know how to speak to me. He's always known how to speak to me to get his point across. And I will give him that. This guy
Emmanuel Torres
doesn't know how to get his point across.
Yo,
he
son.
blabbed all. Go watch what he was typing in the last show. The whole show was just like blah, 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 blah. And I would look at everything that he said and none of it made sense. And I'm like, it's not my job to decipher what you're typing, bro. You need to learn how to communicate your thoughts to other people. In this kind of a situation, I'm sitting here trying to do a show. I'm trying to communicate my thoughts to other people while trying to decipher your stuff at the same time. You know, throw me a bone is all I'm saying. Throw me a bone, Paul H. You understand that? I said that in the UK voice. Throw me a bone. So you would understand it better. Enoch, what's up? Okay, so I still want to finish this. We have 1,000 train derailments in this country every year. Now that averages out, oh yeah, 3 train derailments every day.
Enoch Emmanuel
That's
Torres.
insane.
Chillin' brother,
That is
just had
insane.
dinner with my Aunt William Robertson. Evening Nay. Please look up Netflix White Noise when you have a moment. I think you will find it interesting and on topic.
William, just tell me, what are you talking about? Are you talking, I mean, I know what white noise is. Are you talking about some kind of a produced video, a podcast? Are you talking about a movie? Are you talking about a book? Are you talking about, just be a little bit more explicit, William. Let me know what you're talking about. Oh, Netflix. White noise. I'm sorry, I missed the Netflix. I got you. Netflix. White noise on Netflix. Now, what is it regarding? Just tell me that. What is it regarding? Okay, I'm glad you had dinner with your grandma, Enoch. That's nice that you can still do that. That's nice. Okay. 3 train derail. Are you guys proud of me for being able to pick up this conversation? Check this out. 3 train derailments every day in this country. Coming to
William Robertson. A movie filmed in Palestine, Ohio.
Oh, dude, I don't need that conspiracy shit. I know,
Enoch Emmanuel Torres.
I
know, bro. She's 77.
That was all over. You know, if you watch the news like I do, that was the
Christine
first
McNeil.
thing they said about this train
It's affecting our
derailment.
production in General Motors in Canada. Also has
I
had
know
the
all
armed
about it.
forces.
There's a
touring the
movie
plant
about a
2
train
weeks
disaster,
ago.
chemical spill,
William Robertson.
apocalypse. I know.
Train
This isn't
disaster
apocalyptic,
with
bro.
chemical
They burned
apocalypse.
the chemicals off. They got rid of most of it. They're trying to clean it up. A couple of fish died. This isn't apocalyptic. That's a little hyperbolic, and it's really not along lines of what I'm trying to say right now, William, but I appreciate that. It's relatable, but it's coincidental, and it doesn't serve a point to my conversation right now. Okay.
Enoch Emmanuel Torres. Welcome to the Circus Sun.
When you have 3 train derailments every day in this country, then I say this to you. Coming soon to a railroad crossing near you or your home or where you work or where you buy your groceries or where you have to go through to go somewhere else, one of Pete Buttigieg's beautiful 3 every day train derailments just for you, because we needed him to be gay. And that was just so important that our transportation, because so people like my mother would be impressed. Oh, well, Mom, you like Pete? Oh, I love Pete, but why? Well, he just speaks beautifully. Oh, because he's doing an impersonation of Barack Obama. And she goes, he does a perfect impersonation
Billy
of Barack
Valentine.
Obama. Reserved,
I go
calm,
off the rails
mannerisms,
once a day
the
myself.
whole thing.
#mental health.
The way his voice sounds, the way he talks, the way he presents everything. Very presidential, very stately, very Obama-esque. You go off the rails once a day. I don't go off the... Let me tell you something. I used to go off the rails and I'm not talking about on the show because most of that's just pretend bullshit. But like in real life, I would go off the rails like every few days over whatever. But you know what I noticed? This is true, guys, the less sugar that I put in my body, the less mental issues I was having. And you know what I just realized? The earlier today, man, I'd put my coffee cup near my bed when I went to sleep after the show. And I put my coffee cup next to the bed, went to sleep. 3 hours, man. Freaking woke up 3 hours. I was like, oh my God. Got up out of bed, started moving around the house, did everything. Fast forward to dinner time, have dinner. Fast forward a little bit more. And my mom's like, why is the creamer out? I said, because I'm going to make myself some coffee. She says, well, where's your coffee cup? And I go, and I walk over to my computer and I look at my desk and I'm like, it's not there. And then I walk to the kitchen because this is where it's usually here or it's in the kitchen, like either in the dishwasher or in the sink or next to the coffee maker, right? Unless I grab it and take it somewhere else. I go there, I go into the kitchen. This is all over a period of like 30 seconds. I look in the kitchen and then I'm like, wait, it's not here. And then I come out in this room and I stand there and I'm like, oh, I remember I was walking with it in my hand and I could remember. This would have never happened 3 years ago. But I could see myself walking through the house with the coffee cup and I remember, boom, I set it down on the nightstand next to my bed and I went to sleep. Now I went to sleep. So it's like, I shouldn't have remembered any of that because I was high as hell when I did that. And I still have the memory in my brain. And I'm telling you, it's because I'm limiting the amount of sugar that I'm eating. Lately, I've been cutting. I just lost a pound because I'm cutting back on I'm trying to get my belly down. I want to get rid of this. So I'm working on it. And I want to do it more with diet than exercise. So I'm going to want to do exercise, but both.
You're not going off the rails at all, Brother Nay. You are presenting your very valid and relevant opinion in a straightforward manner. People are always looking for something or someone to hate on.
I do a show 3 times a day, and sometimes I go crazy and do some things, and we're having fun and whatever, and it's fun for me. It's different. I'm talking about in real life when I'm walking around, and my mom and I get into an argument, or I read an article and it fucking pisses me off, or I see a tweet and I'm like, I'm gonna fucking tweet back at that motherfucker, or something like that. Now I'm like, scroll right past it. My mom says something, trying to be triggering or whatever, and I'll just turn around and walk away because I won't engage. I have more clarity, man. I have more control. I'm not so quick to answer and respond. I'm telling you, it's the fucking sugar. Because sugar just fucks with you, bro. You have no idea until you try it, and you cut the sugar out of your diet for a few days, and you'll come back here and you'll be preaching, bro. You'll be preaching. You'll be like, nay, it was the sugar. I'm telling you, I start slipping. I start falling back into sugar. First, when I moved to California, totally. There was sugar all over this house. I got so sick, man. I was just eating M&Ms and freaking chocolate chip cookies, and here's everything. Anything I wanted. Candy bars in the wrapper, fucking chocolate cocoa, hot cocoa, freaking Hershey syrup in the chocolate milk, make a hot chocolate, put some marshmallows in there. And it didn't matter. We got it all. It's fucking... I don't understand how my mom loses weight with all this garbage in the house and somebody's eating it. right? So about 2-3 weeks ago, something like that, man, I was getting so heavy. I was like, dude, I'm 193,
Billy Ballantyne.
192 and a half, 193.
You gotta remember to do all sugar, including tomatoes, fruit, Starbucks, berries, etc.
No, you don't have to do all sugar.
William Robertson.
The first 7
You
days,
are 100% right about
first 7
sugar.
days, yeah, you could shock your
It's
body.
a serious drug
you
messing
could-
everyone up.
Yes, I know, William. Yes, I've lived this for the first 7 days, Billy. But then, like, I'm consuming sugar as I'm telling you guys not to have it. I've got creamer. It's got plenty of sugar in it. But I'm telling you, there's nowhere near the amount of
Chris
sugar in my
Redpack.
body today that was 3 years
Cocaine
ago.
and coffee.
Chris, what's up there, buddy? So yeah, for the first 7 days, I suggest that you try to do it without any sugar. Just try to eliminate all. And then when you need it, you're like, well, I'm gonna have, like he said, a tomato, freaking, I'm gonna put creamer in my coffee, or I'm gonna do. Where am I getting most of my sugar from? Oh, I have these teas that I drink, right? They have 5 grams of sugar in the drink. And I try to drink only like a half of one of those things throughout a day. I'm very conservative with the way I consume those. It's got a cap on it. I put the cap back on, put it back in the fridge. I don't just chug the whole thing. And there's barely any sugar in it anyway, right? What I drink here, it's usually what you drink. Remember that you're putting a lot of sugar in your body from what you drink. Find those sources of sugar.
Billy
read what you're
Ballantyne.
eating and just
I get most of my sugar from chugging
your
5-gallon
brain
jugs of
will.
corn syrup.
It's like turning your brain on. And when I'm doing a conversation in here, and people are talking in the chat, and the chat interrupts me when I'm talking, and I have to stop talking. I used to have to like make a mental note, and while this thing was talking, I have to keep telling myself in my brain, don't forget what you were just saying. Don't forget what you're just saying. Don't forget what. And now someone will say something, and I'll listen to it. I might even address it or entertain it a little bit, and I'll remember exactly where I stopped. I can feel that. It's almost like I'm using a higher test fuel in my brain, and it's running better. It makes it better, man. I know sugar tastes good. You start realizing why you're consuming it, and in the amounts you're doing it. Hey, man, sometimes I want something sweet. Sometimes I want some chocolate. Sometimes I want something fucking nice like that, or whatever. I just don't go get fucking 3 or 4 of them motherfuckers and then go have it with a candy bar and with some chocolate milk
Chris
and with
Redpack.
some fucking scuba ice cream and all
Billy
that shit.
needs to stay
and start
on topic.
piling it all on. That's what I used to do.
LOL.
And I learned. And besides the physical aspect, man, the mental aspect of not eating sugar, and there might not be
William
any
Robertson.
documentation on this at all anywhere.
There's 39
Maybe
AMS
there's never
of
been a
sugar
study
in
about
one
it.
can of Coke.
I'm just telling you about my own anecdotal experience of cutting sugar out of my body. There's 39 grams of sugar in 1 can of Coca-Cola. Well, I have 5 grams of sugar in a tea as opposed to that. And I know people who
Billy
drink
Ballantyne.
big gulps.
If you put sugar directly in your ass, Chris Reg Pick gets a sweeter tasting nose.
Oh boy, this is going to be a fun night. Woohoo! Strap in, folks. It's trendy time. Yeah. Here we go. Okay. We're going to have some fun tonight. Oh my god. Oh. So
Billy Ballantyne. Ha 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 ha. Paul
as-
H. Lulz.
As far as the whole train derailment thing goes, you guys need to know this happens 3 times a day. It could happen near you, and it should be something that concerns you, and it's something that you can engage people with on social media about and have an opinion about and not sit silently by like the mainstream media and Pete Buttigieg and Joe Biden has been silent on these issues for so long. In fact, Joe Biden passed a bill to silence the workers who were saying they needed to improve those tracks. said they needed to improve what was going on, and Joe Biden silenced them and said it's a crime if you strike. This just happened a few weeks ago. Guess what happened after that? Ohio. So,
No, we're smoking? Or...
yes. Cyber cheers. Paul H.
No,
Billy William.
I need to pack.
Okay, well then you gotta do what you gotta do, son. I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put it.
Heavy Padilla. Cheers.
I was watching this news. Aaron Brockovich talking about the spill in Ohio, and the woman that was interviewing her, she's getting a little older, you know, getting a little crusty around the edges. And at one point, she asked Aaron a question, and she went like this. And you could see her go like this. She went. You could see she saw herself in the monitor and stopped. So fucking funny. Aaron Brockovich, whatever her name is. She's claiming, cheers, cyber cheers, everybody. She's claiming, you know, some. She wants to be on the TV spotlight again, I believe. Let's see how bad Ohio gets. Cheers, because Thunderfoot made it sound like this was going to be nothing.
Cheers, bro. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, Jiminy Jim Jams. Ooh, you're holding your hits in longer now, I see. I'm impressed.
That's right.
Paul H. Cheers.
Nice.
Well, in the last two, so.
Paul H sat there all quietly while I talked mad shit about him. It's funny. Thanks, Paul.
Billy Ballantyne. Chris, I'm joking. You can rebuttal. It's fun.
Yeah, Chris, come on, man. Come on, Chris. Remember the good old days? The sparring in the chat? Come on. He's going to come back and be like, dude, I'm rolling up a doobie. Shut up.
Yeah.
It's his go-to. Okay, so I hopped on Facebook for
Paul
a few
H.
minutes tonight. I haven't been on Facebook in
All
forever.
cool. Opening chat's eyes your way. Link Silverhawk.
Link Silverhawk.
Hey, nay. Hey, guys. Miss you, man.
Check this out. Link's Silverhawk, for some reason.
Link Silverhawk. Cooking fried chicken, listening to you.
Did I see you on Twitter or did I see you on Facebook? I saw you today on social media somewhere. I can't remember where it was. Maybe it was YouTube. Maybe it was YouTube. Did I follow you on YouTube? Did I follow your YouTube channel? You know, I'm so excited, man. I found all these tools and analytics that were not there before.
Link Silverhawk.
Both?
Both, man.
Nice. Nice. I'm so glad you're back. Ooh. Brutal, Cyber. Brutal. Brutal kill.
That's how we roll.
How many? Let me ask you guys in the chat. How many of you watch the gaming that's on screen while we're doing the show?
Link Silverhawk. I tried to keep up. Just work. So ing much, man.
Cyber's like, y'all better chime in. I want to hear from some of you who watches the gaming, who likes it. I know you guys do because I see you chatting about it. So, but I'd love to hear from you guys that dig it, because when you see me doing this, I'm just watching the game. you know. And I've actually got him on a larger screen, but it's not on my screen right now. I'm watching the little screen, like you guys are. And I'm amazed at how small this is, and at the same time how clear. And I can see I can see the detail in the bad guys. It's amazing. I love these.
I think
pumped up
I'm
graphics.
running it in source resolution and 2048 1132.
It makes a
Link
dude.
Silverhawk.
It's so clear.
I still stare at BTC and F candles at all hours of the HT.
Do you? That's killer. Yeah, I don't at night, you know, but I love having it on during the show. And in fact, I'm looking for the portfolio. Dude, I'm so high. Market cap.
Chris Rigpick.
There he is.
Liquor and whores.
There he is.
Billy
What's up?
Valentine.
Welcome back, Chris. Were you
It
rolling?
depends on what he's playing.
I'm just kind of curious.
I love the cousin or game. Cousin loving conviction?
Lick.
Something like that.
Chris, were you just rolling a doobie? While we were talking to you, were you rolling a doobie? He's setting it. He's setting in. He's digging a foxhole. He's posting up.
Chris Rigpick. I was being temperate.
You're being temperate. You're not rolling a doobie? My bad. I thought you were. You were being temperate. I mean, I figured your hands must be doing something if you weren't responding to what Billy said to you. All right, you ready to smoke sober?
Yeah, I'm packing. I saw you sitting with your bong in your
It's
hand,
4:20.
so almost there.
Chris Rigpick. I was smoking a joint, getting ready to up Billy. But got to stoned actually.
He was already smoking his joint.
Link
I'm good.
Silverhawk.
I was there.
I got a
He'd
live
already rolled
resin
his
card this
doobie.
week. Discreet
Do
and
I know
okay.
you guys or do I know you guys?
I'm packed.
Okay, cheers, Cyber, cheers, Jim, Lynx, Chris, Billy, everyone that's over in the Rumble sphere. Let's load those pages up. Oh, I never put in the YouTube words, the words of the YouTube. I never put the words in. YouTube, I never did the words. Description.
Link Silverhawk.
Ah.
Cheers.
Psst, unreal. Psst. No, I never did the words. I gotta do the words.
Paul
It's
H.
just gonna take me 10
You know, bro.
more seconds. 9, 8,
Link
7,
Silverhawk.
6,
The words.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The words. The
Billy
words.
Valentine.
I have the best words.
Ha, ha, ha,
And
ha.
my words are there.
I like Chris now.
Oh, shit.
It's my new thing.
Dude, I like all of you. You all like each other. Cheers.
Link
Cheers, bro.
Silverhawk.
Cheers, everybody.
PSH.
420.
It's burning like a seed.
Billy Valentine. I'm suspicious one of them is under 5 foot. Which means I can legally use raid on them. Link Silverhawk. Being in Kai, it's still tech illegal. Unless you got a med card, which I do.
Huh. So. Here goest uppeth the market, guys. We've got a lot of green and a lot of those green
Link Silverhawk.
spikes at the bottom. The
I
volume.
feel like it's all a trap though. They tell you not to go over state lines, when here they tell you as long as you have your receipt and a med card.
Notice how I'm checking the entire market over here and seeing that the majority of it is in the red as I do that. You want to do this. This is a good technique to give you a test the waters to see which way the market is headed. So you look at it at one point and then you come back and look at it again. Right now I just saw one go green. And you did too on the screen. That's cool. So one's at 0.12, one's at 0.13, one's at 0.5. Okay. And one just went back. Okay, it's going back and forth. So we'll go back and check and see if there's more in the green, and we'll have an idea. As of right now, what we're looking at is we're looking at a rising wedge pattern coming off of an inverse head and shoulders, and it's a big inverse head and shoulders. So we're looking really good and healthy. Everything is about to turn around. That's my prediction. Now everything is down right now. But
Billy Ballantyne.
We're going to do just
Silverhawk,
fine. You can
as
see
far as what you're talking
my
about,
investment's
you're
doing
right.
just fine.
It's the wild, wild west when it comes to that.
It's just not going
So be Billy the Kid.
anywhere yet, but it will.
Asterisk wink.
Today's going to be a building day. What is today? Saturday night? It's Saturday. So, we'll see what happens throughout the night.
Chris Rigpick. Head and shoulders.
Head and shoulders. Inverse head and shoulders. It's really easy to spot too. There's a bunch of them.
Chris Rigpick.
Really good signal.
Today is going to be a building HT.
So shoulder, head, shoulder.
Link Silverhawk. Oh man, I already know. Traveled too long too far and
Shoulder,
still got a
head,
smoke.
shoulder, right here. Nice shoulder, head, shoulder pattern right here. Giant one right here. Shoulder, head, shoulder. Resulted in this giant spike, right? That's how these work. But then it dropped down just above the head shoulder pattern and started building up slowly. Now look what Bitcoin's doing over the 24-hour. We've got a nice spike upwards on Bitcoin. This is leading the market right here with this movement. So here we go, 24/7/15.
Link Silverhawk. Safety first. Oh yeah.
719.
It's looking good honestly.
You know, this is oh boy. 727. Here goes Bitcoin, guys.
Chris Rigpick. Oh yes.
Wow, here goes Ethereum.
Paul H. Good nay and chat off to land of Nod to fight Gog and Magog.
With all due respect, fuck God. That's all I have to say about that.
Chris Rigpick. WTF.
Am I missing something, Cyber?
Yeah. Didn't he say something about God?
GOG.
Oh, sorry.
And-
Sorry, I was not reading. I was only listening.
And MAGOG. I have no, like I said, the guy's been babbling things all day that don't make
Billy
sense.
Ballantyne. God and his Alma.
Then
Dig your up and
why
her
is he
too.
here then?
He's a long-time viewer, but he's just not fucking making sense, man. He's an older man.
I dare you to make sense, dude. I dare you to make sense. Please.
Paul H., what did you mean by fight Gog and Magog?
Chris Rigpick. No God talk.
No, we're not talking about God. I'm asking what he meant by Gog and Magog. Does anybody understand those two words? This is what I was saying earlier. When Billy and I were talking about, Joe
Chris
H.
Redpick.
versus
Fuck Denmark.
Paul H.
Chris Redpick.
This is a perfect example.
LOL.
The guy doesn't know how to communicate words. I mean,
You
he knows
think
he's
I'm
going to say
gonna
shit that
be-
we don't know what the fuck he's talking about. He knows none of us know what he's saying. And I just
And then
want,
you think I'm gonna be offended over he said fuck Denmark? Ooh, I'm so offended, dude. Ooh, I'm gonna go cry in a corner now.
why did because okay, you guys are having a fight over religion now. Okay, here we go. Like I said, just like the old days. He said you said fuck God, he said fuck Denmark. I actually like this. It's fucking hilarious. Fuck Denmark.
What an
Hey,
insult.
wait.
Ooh,
Cyber's going to have to agree with you on that, I'm afraid, bro. When him and I just had a conversation the other day, I have a feeling he feels the same way. Fuck Denmark.
yeah.
Motherfuckers. They're fucking douchebags, dude. What they fucking do. You guys have no idea. And he's here gaming for you and entertaining for you all the time what he has had to deal with. Gotta give him a lot of credit, man. And he forges ahead.
Thanks, bro.
You're welcome, bro.
Thanks, bro.
I told my mom what you told me, and she was like, what? And I was like, yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
I mean, it's so hard to wrap your head around.
Oh, they're packing again? Hold on.
Yeah.
Find a safe place now.
Incredible.
Yeah, I'm packing.
Okay.
If you're gay, then you too can qualify as a transportation expert. And let me tell you something. When I said that, guys, I was thinking about specifics when I said that. So think about that title. If you're gay, then you too can qualify as a transportation expert. How could that be? Just think about it. I'm not going to get into it. But just think about all the different possibilities that title could possibly mean. And when you start doing it, then you're like, oh, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah.
All right, I'm packed.
All right, no law regarding cannabis. Cheers, Cyber, Jim, Chris,
Cheers.
Billy. I feel like we're back. We've moved back in time,
Chris
man.
Redpick.
Way back in the old days.
Jimmy is not a gay name.
Over on the Rumble,
What?
it's Les Peter Guitar Jam Moo with 8 people watching over there. Cheers.
Cheers, bro. Cheers,
Oh, I gotta
everybody.
do the numbers.
Link Silverhawk. Cheers, yo. Link Silverhawk. NLRC.
Link Silverhawk. Did you hear the story behind this bong?
Link Silverhawk. I don't think so.
Yeah, check this out. I found it in my creek. I live next to a river, like this little creek. It's fed by a spring.
Link Silverhawk. No ing way, dude.